It's a proven fact that the best way to learn is by doing. This is a very attractive practical project and will teach you how to build a vacuum tube amplifier. I hope you find it interesting. In this block diagram we can see the fundamental parts of the circuit. The first block is a power supply with several outputs required to power the amplifier. The second block shows the amplifier as a whole with its input and output signals. The third block shows the switch for talking and listening. In order not to make the classes too long and with too many new concepts, we have divided this project into 3 parts. In this first part, we will focus on the construction of the power supply, while in the second part, we will build the amplifier. In the third part, we will talk about the switching system necessary to change between talk and listen. Let's start with the power supply. This power supply has an AC output of 6.3 volts to feed the filaments or heaters of the vacuum tubes. Another output from the supply is the negative connection of the plate voltage supply for the vacuum tubes. A second output is the low power positive terminal of the amplifier. The last output is the high power positive terminal for the output amplifier. The first element to connect when building the power supply is a cord with a plug to power our circuit from an ordinary 110 volt AC outlet. The rectangles in orange represent anchor points where the connections are going to be soldered. They usually consist of bakelite strips with separated and insulated metal terminals for supporting the various components. Then we will connect a step-down transformer for reducing the voltage from 110 AC to 6.3 AC at 2 amps. This solves the need to have a separate supply for the vacuum tube filaments or heaters. We take one of the conductors of the 110 volts AC power line and we will designate it as ground or negative of the plate feed portion of tubes. Once this is done, we will add the other items to our power supply. A resistance of 47 ohm half watt, a 1 amp 1 kilovolt peak inverse voltage rectifier diode, a 1500 ohm 2 watt resistor, 2 50 microfarad electrolytic capacitors. The binding strips needed to support and connect the various components. The entire supply can be assembled on a plexiglass plate and housed inside a medium-sized project box. The largest elements are the electrolytic capacitors and the filament transformer. Virtually, the only test you can do to find out if it is working is to use a voltmeter and check that the 6.3 volts AC can be read in the corresponding output, and that about 150 volts DC appear in both high positive and low positive terminals with respect to the negative terminal. I will very soon have the second video ready with the amplifier description. See you later.